this guy up with the 5 values of the First Amendment. Roscoe P. Coltrane. In parachute. How you doing? What's happening today? What's happening today?
You live here?
No, you got any extra property I can get?
I wish.
For free? Looks like he's returning driver's license. You want to try a level 7 question?
What?
Can you name the 5 core values of the First Amendment? Freedom of speech being one of them. Got freedom of speech, freedom of religion. Freedom of speech, religion. I'm testing myself now. Speech, religion, assembly. I think right to voice grievance. And then I'm always never going to get 100%.
Yeah.
Hey, can I get some knuckles? Appreciate you.
Yeah, buddy.
You stay safe. He's cool. If you're going to fail the question, that's the way to do it. He's smiling the whole time. He's like, I always gave the impression like if he knew he wouldn't even say it. He just don't want to put that effort into it. So I'm headed the wrong way now. All right, folks. First bike ride of the year of any significance. We're starting here in Delhi Pike, or Delhi Park. Not sure where it's going to take us today. Let's see what kind of out of shape we've acquired over the winter. It's interesting, the trash man came in and went a little deeper on the backside than the front side, which is odd. I mean, obviously there's still trash all in right there. So it's odd. It's odd to me that he would walk back there going that far in that depth and that depth, but wouldn't get the trash that's right there that's closer to the park in all directions than where he was. And he had an extension, so you could easily have reached that. It just mystifies me how they're making excuses not to clean that up when they're obviously going in. Now you tell me the property line is a big, you know, couple big S-type turns, that we own that up there and not this little piece right here? I don't think so. I looked at the maps, they told me look at it. Okay, so enough with that. Just irks me. But I want to get this bike ride in. See what I can do today. Starting off with some level-ish land. Got money for a meal. Don't have the bike riding pants, so won't be as comfortable as normal. Man, nice pair of bike pants make all the difference in the world. All right, I think we're maybe cruise over to Embshoff Park. See what's going on over there, hang out, and then see how we feel. So that's going to be a little downhill, a little uphill. Yeah, there's going to be some hills going over there, but that'd be a good ride. That'd be a good test. A little windy today. It's right on that barrier. AI said, hey, if you're going out riding a bike, dress layers. 55 degrees. It's 55 here with wind, coming off a chilly season, so everything around the wind is kind of, the ground is chilled and all that good stuff. Ooh, business property opportunity. I think Bridgetown School just let out. I'm guessing those kids are from there. I don't know. Yeah, I wouldn't want to do this without a hat today. The ski mask would have been nice, but wearing a ski mask in Delhi or near kids or something, I guess, is a punishable offense. So I did consider that when I chose my hat option for today. I actually didn't see that guy coming up until probably a good 5 to 10 feet from me. Gotta pay better attention. So we're kind of on the, I call it we're headed on the east side of Delhi, behind the major businesses right now. Somewhere up here, I think, is a school. Delshire. Tires feel pretty good. Upcoming is howdy, sir. Not sure what he said. Okay, there's Delshire Apartments. I don't even know where the school is, to be honest. I think it's back there quite a bit in the neighborhoods, I think. Here's the hill I was talking about. We're going to be using some braking on the way down. No speedometer. No helmet. Long sleeve stuff. Cotton, not leather. Wouldn't be good to get a flat. First ride of these tires this year. Probably going from cold air to heated air with the friction. Meaning we're getting expansion. I think that'd probably be good for my front tire. We're gonna try and get around this guy. Okay, so now we're going slower than I'm wanting to go. So I'm starting to pedal because we're gonna take this big right up into the hill up here. I like to get a lot of space on roads like this. I like to basically own my lane. I'm making my signal. I see there's gravel there, so I'm gonna slow it down a little bit. I got good momentum that is now lost. I'm downgrading. I'm gonna try and keep my front gear in high grade and high gear, and my back one's in the low so to go. Some would call that like, I think I have a 12 speed. Some would call that like 6th gear or something, maybe 7th. but they don't pedal like that. Because the front gear makes such a big difference. Do a little momentum brake here or whatever. The cars. I'm looking at 2 hill segments here. So I'm going to break it down because I'm feeling my out of shapeness. First part is to this no outlet sign. Wasn't as steep. Second part is right after it right now. And it is steeper. I'm going to get a heavier gear though. I'm going to take it away. Okay, I'm tired. That's all it took. Driveway brake. Not full stop brake. Just 2-second no pedal brake. Over the double yellow. Driving like Delhi PD. This gorgeous park. Kind of spacing out because I made up the hill and I'm like in chill out mode. But just look at this park. We already passed some nice picnic table areas with shelters. This is a trail, park course trail, and it's pretty nice. It's got a little exercise in the way. It does go down a hill into a loop. You kind of come back up the hill. Different exercises you can do along the way. The ash trees you see felled. Is that the right language? The ash trees you see felled along this trail died as a result of infestation by the non-native emerald ash borer. These trees have been cut down in the interest of public safety and will remain in place as a natural habitat as they slowly deteriorate and decay. Over here they have a frisbee golf course. I was never good at that, but my friends and my brother were pretty good. And it's a pretty nice frisbee golf course if you like to play. I'd say it's a pretty nice one. They got some munchy stuff over here when it's open. I think it's a concession stand. Let's see what announcements they got up here. I believe this is a Hamilton County park, by the way. Talking about some butterflies march programs. Look at that. They got training for backpacking they charge for. This is all charge stuff. Hog log hiking series, tree time. Got all kinds of things. Hopefully the camera's picking that up. Then it shows you some things about the butterflies, the swallowtail, and some other things. Here's a good little layout of the park. And we're going to take a ride through it and check it out. So we're still near the beginning, maybe 20% of the way in. you got this nice little playground down here. I don't think they have it anymore, but they used to have this thing that it is a number of metal bars that were kind of horizontal, that would roll you down like a slide almost. I don't know if I want to go in that stuff. Oh yeah, don't ride bad. Looks like they used to tire the rubber mulch. And I went to run up that side with those metal bars and fell down, chipped my tooth early on. But I think I was talking about Delhi before, how they have that metallic kind of, I'd call it a retro look. And I was saying how I like the colorful plastic looking stuff more. This is what I'm talking about. I just like this look more. Obviously that's metal over there, and a lot of this, some of this is metal, but it's still colorful. They painted it. And then the plastic, obviously, some of this is plastic. But pretty nice stuff. A lot of woods back here. Some good hiking, decent hiking back here. Decent. For the Delhi area, this is good hiking. Not the best. Not my #1 hiking in Delhi. I'll say that. There's some good hiking in Delhi. It's just not as long if you want to do like half day, all day hiking. All right, let's get back on the road again. Ow. Little ankle sprain. Ah, not. Sure, I was prepared for this hill. Ain't no problem though. Closed for the season, restrooms. All right, let's check out the rest of it. Little parking lot here. Get back on the main park road. Basically goes one way to a dead end. It's got a couple parking chutes off the side. Nothing too deep though. Keep right. Somebody doing some exercises. It's good to see. It's a minor inspiration. It's good to see though. Good to see. Birds are out saying what's up. What up, bird? A lot of parking, huh? I haven't attended many games up here, but every now and then there is something going on while I'm up here. Soccer, volleyball, baseball. We'll go straight back first. All the way back. This is a nice part of the park for me because it's the most farthest away from where you gotta go the farthest to get to it. And also back here is a trail that's kind of cool. People come back here to not get bothered, be secluded. So, but right there is a trail. Area closed September to February 10th, so it's open right now. What's cool about this trail here, again, we're in Embshoff Park, I think's the name of it. We used to call it the new park even 10 years later. But that trail will go down in some creeks that are nice resting places if you like to hear the flow of waterfalls. They're like mini waterfalls, you know, 3 feet tall or whatever. But flowing water through the creek over rocks, making noises, creating bubbles, stuff like that. It's pretty peaceful. Good place for meditation. And that's that trail down there. Sometimes you see people doing activities back here. I used to do martial arts back here myself. And got more picnicking up there. I think those shelters are reservable. And then we're good to the offshoot. This will be the only other offshoot we go down. Man, out of nowhere, tacos just sound good. Like real tacos, not Taco Bell tacos, but they'd be all right too. It's called Horseshoe Haven. And what's nice about here is where I did more of my martial arts, because it's really secluded down here. And if you park down here, people know you have a car down here, they know somebody's down here, so they're less likely to disturb you. But I'll try and go in this grass mud, see how we do. And got this shelter back here, and then even beyond the shelter you get a little bit more privacy on this hill that gets kind of buried and goes downhill there, but has plenty of room to run around, practice, and do stuff. Generally didn't do my martial arts in public, but now thinking about posting some videos. Okay, so ain't no traction on that stuff. Got horseshoes here. This is a nice picnic area here. It's both shaded and gets a lot of sun at the same time within the same area, picnic area overall. All right, so you want to keep it a little slow until this mud whip lashes off of these tires. Otherwise it likes to spit up on you. Okay, first little hill. I think we'll head back to the park, Delhi Park. Maybe just Delhi Pike. Maybe go get some food. A burrito. Taco. Mexicana. Oh boy. I'll probably do some walking today. Whew. Okay. All right, let's take a look at that. That was that hill. Not a bad hill. How you doing? Good. Nice looking dog. Forget what those are called. St. Bernard? No. All this time up in this park, I haven't noticed any trash. Haven't really been looking for it, but I am now. I don't think I've seen one speck of trash. Not a speck. That's how it's done. How you doing? This park gets generally pretty good traffic. I noticed that trail at the very beginning, it gets a lot of, it gets a pretty good amount of traffic. And I get in times when I get hooked on it. I haven't been hooked on it for a while. Kind of like other places a little better. Or I just think of them more. With the bike ride, and I like the street ride. So that's part of it too. Looking at electric bikes though, and some are made for a trail like that, so that'd be fun. So yeah, this is this trail. It's got a little sign with no sign in it. A sign stand with no sign. So what do we got here? We got a big steep downhill where we're probably gonna have to at least slow down, if not stop at the bottom for traffic that's two ways. And then we're gonna have a huge uphill, which is where we're gonna end up doing some walking. And no way I can do that hill in my condition right now. We can break it down, see what we can do. Nice, another sheltered picnic area. Couple of them back here. Very nice. Hamilton County Pass. Same one they use at Miami Whitewater. And throughout, as I know, at the Hamilton County parks. Start manning or womaning this place here soon. $10 annual, $5 daily. Gotta get the annual right. Alright, so I forgot about this part. This part's fun. This is nothing burger stuff. We go down, we'll go up this little hill. This ain't the hill I was just talking about though. It's gonna be after this. This kind of hill I like to do. It's not too steep. I'm coming off a downhill, losing some power, but it's really manageable. How you doing? Nice looking dog. Nice coat, black and white like that. This is the hill down though. I could use my hat down further. Yeah, it feels a little chilly. Oh, that's some windy stuff. Wish I had the ski mask. Alright, so here I am, coming up on this stop sign. I'm just gonna take it slow, make sure we're clear. We got green, and let's see how this hill works out. Not gonna be bad at first. Obviously, we're going uphill though. Very minor slant uphill though. I always give myself, well, I always try to give myself room to swerve to the right or outward if I need to. If a car's coming on the left, I got to dodge something up front, then I'm forced to the right. So you always want to leave room. Okay, I'm wearing thin, but I'm still go. I think what I might do is go. Hate to do it. If I go lower gear in the front gear, sometimes it gets stuck there. And that's just too low. So, I'll get through this. And maybe we will start walking here to telephone poles. This looks downhill, but don't feel downhill. Sidewalk. Okay. I think this is the Tucking telephone pole here. That's good. I ain't gonna be hard on myself. I know I'm out of shape, but wasn't a huge hill, but there was some hill there. This hill, it's like a little bit longer, maybe not as steep, but Mead Road hill. I can do that hill, so if I was fresh, I could do this hill. Not fresh, I'll be lucky to do a third of this hill on the bike. But need to hop on and try it at some point here soon. The next driveway maybe. Well, it'd be nice if when I hop on I made it all the way to the top. That's gonna mean quite a bit more walking. Hey, she. Oh, she. Oh, she. Where am I feeling it? Obviously, it's not the worst, but the thirst is there with the dry mouth. The lungs are worn. Overall tiredness. Legs don't feel bad, probably till I get going. Oh yeah. Legs are still feeling decent. All right. Push. Driveway at least. Okay. All right. Ay, that's rough. Okay. Got a little bit of uphill here, but this is minor. I still got enough biker spirit in me to do these kinds of things. Once I'm on level here, we're gonna get back on the road. I might get back on the road. I do look like human business. I don't know what kind of business, but I forget where Robin comes out, to be honest. I think I'm gonna skip it. Make sure it don't take me downhill to another uphill that I might be able to avoid going by going straight. I'm chugging. It's not fast, but I'm chugging. I think the break I took was appropriate. Right timing, right length. Back on the road. Can't get this hat to stay down on my ears. Wish I had a ski mask. If a government agency didn't use me wearing a ski mask as a reason, in my opinion, to weaponize against me in the sprint, bring what I would call a SPAC lawsuit against me. If I said that right. Or, I'm sorry, SLAP lawsuit. Strategic lawsuit against public participation. A SLAP lawsuit. We're going to follow the Green Township Police PD and see what they're up to. We aren't in Green Township. We're pretty far from it. We're cruising kind of slow. You go straight ahead, looks like farmland up there. Big old school OG barn, farm barn looking thing. So we hit this guy up with the 5 values of the First Amendment. Roscoe P. Coltrane. Parachute. How you doing? What's happening today? What's happening today?
You live here?
No, you got any extra property I can get?
I'll wish.
For free? Looks like he's returning driver's license. You want to try a level 7 question.
What?
Can you name the 5 core values of the First Amendment? Freedom of speech being one of them. Got freedom of speech, freedom of religion. Freedom of speech, religion. I'm testing myself now. Speech, religion, assembly. I think right to voice grievance. And then I'm always never going to get 100%.
Yeah.
Hey, can I get some knuckles? Appreciate you.
Yeah, buddy.
You stay safe. He's cool. If you're going to fail the question, that's the way to do it. He's smiling the whole time. He's like, I always gave the impression like if he knew, he wouldn't even say it. He just don't want to put that effort into it. So I'm headed the wrong way now. Still though, it's bonus time. Looks like a nice little U-turn area around here. So we're taking. Why not? I feel a little revitalized after that. He's a little picker-upper. Gotta remember my handle grip locks. For times when you bounce like that you don't bounce out of your off your handle grips. I like to employ on those times. I do a grip like this with the handle grips in between those. These are on the brake and the thumb is locking in on the top. I found that to be the most secure because I'll be doing some pretty high speed sometimes, hit a bump, and it's a bump that'll throw your hands if you're not locked in. And you want to be able to brake at the same time. You don't want to be doing that. You want it locked in. Okay, so I forget where I am. Saw Green Township in Delhi. I was in hot pursuit. He's just returning some property. I bet if we were in Green Township, he would have named the 5 tenets of the values of the First Amendment. See, he just didn't have home field advantage on that question. And as what I said is a level 7 question. He might only been at level 5. Okay, we're back on the road. We are not gonna get Greenwell. I'm trying to think how I came here the first when I came. Did I come Greenwell? Yeah, Greenwell is easy to go. We'll go Greenwell. No stop because I didn't see no cop. Does that mean I saw a cop? No. I just didn't see no cop. Nice little downhill. We might as well put a little effort into it. This little Mexican place up here I never tried. It's the kind of location that the location ain't bad location wise, but with the exception that that particular location in that area, that particular location don't have a good rep, but the area kind of does. So a lot of restaurants in there fail pretty quickly. This one don't seem to be getting a ton of business either. It's the kind of food I want, but I don't want leftovers. And it's a very Church of Christ. All are welcome. How you doing? The fire department there. Alright, we're going to head back on the road. On the way, bait. Ride so far. Learning lesson are the really want to get the ski mask in this kind of weather. F you to the government agency that weaponized ski mask against it.